Welcome back, dear crypto fans. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. Sive Morten here with the Forex Peace Army.com as usual. So on today's just two topics. First, we have prepared as usual monthly fundamental report on Bitcoin. So as usual, you could find on our website right here in the section of the blogs. Here's the Sive Morten blog, and this is the October report. I will put the link down below in the video as usual. This report is rather interesting, so it discovers some special things that have happened in recent month. Of course, the major thing it is a big collapse on the Donald Trump tricks around the China tariffs, which is actually has made the big flaw in investors' confidence in the Bitcoin trading process. And it's few who talked about this, but we definitely see the changing of the role of the Bitcoin market in particular and the crypto market in general in the global finances. So gradually Bitcoin is turning from some financial market as among all other assets and financial tool to the political tool that is used widely to solving some big political problems. And you could just recall what has happened. The recent events have shown clearly that Bitcoin has low correlation with the gold and safe haven assets, including the Swiss franc, for example. It shows really high volatility. It might be impacted by the inside trading, right? So low regulation, over leverage, which is actually makes investors start losing the faith in a trading process. So maybe for investments, it might be suitable for keeping the coins for a very long period. But for a moment, as a liquid market, hardly it will be attractive. The focus gradually is shifting and drifting to the area of the stable coins, central bank digital currencies, which is called to be the solution for big debt problem in the scale of the global finances. So this make the definite impact on the performance of Bitcoin and in general what we could expect in years time. So if you're interested with this subject, you could read this report. Now let's go back to the technical analysis, speaking directly with on the current technical performance. So first of all, starting as usual from the monthly chart, picture barely has changed here, just 2 sessions until the end of the October, and take a look, really good chance to get the bullish grabber. If it will be formed, it means at least this pattern will suggest that market in some way should return back to the top. Whether this return will be in a way just a minor wash and rinse, retesting of the top, or in a way of the direct straightforward upward breakout. But this pattern might be a really big event for the bulls. On a weekly chart, currently I do not see something really special. Weekly trend remains bearish, but this week mostly is an inside one to the previous, and it makes no impact on the overall price performance. The major pattern that we have for long-term analysis, it mostly stands on the daily. You could also recognize, of course, on the weekly chart, maybe even on the weekly it will be looking better, but here is more extended, and things that we see here is agrees with the analysis that we have on the monthly chart. Let's take a look. Monthly chart, if we'll get the grabber, suggests that market should return it back up. It's totally agrees with the shape of the diamond. By this shape, market has to move somewhere back to this 125 area. Currently, trend remains bullish, and on this retracement down, market comes close to MACD line. So within 1-2 sessions, we could get the bullish grabber, and it might be a good support for idea of the possible upward continuation. So that definitely the pattern that you need to keep an eye on. Today we do not have it, but you can see price the line of the MACD indicator stands very close, and it might happen tomorrow or even on the weekend. So that's the thing to keep an eye on. Now going lower, here on the 4-time frame chart, the pattern that we discussed also is taking the shape. So if you remember, yes, we said that keep an eye on the possible pullback right from the resistance area and to get some more confirmations on the bullish side, let's keep watching for possible hand shorts. For that purpose, market has dropped down to the 110 area somewhere. And let's take a look. It accurately has happened thanks to Jerome Powell speech. Market right now stands on the point when you could make the decision on the possible position taken if you would like to. So somewhere around, if we are correct, market has to start upward action. Otherwise, it will collapse once again back to 100 even, and will raise these lows. So no other options exist. So this is the best point for decision making in position taking for a long side. It doesn't guarantee you the success, but it guarantees you the minimum potential risk, because reversal has to happen right there. If it will happen, or it will not happen at all. So that's the advantage of the current situation. Now go back down to the hourly chart. Here's I use even not hourly chart but 30-minute chart, just to show you what particular you could use if you decide to take the long position. Here, as you can see, is also minor hand shorts is forming, and it might be a great chance to save a lot of money and a lot of risk on using this small pattern, because in this case you will have to place your stop just below the head. This will be very small risk potentially for a scale of the pattern that we have on higher time frame. So it might be really handy. That's in fact all that we have on the Bitcoin. Situation goes really nice, very logical. The patterns that we see agrees with each other, and that's create a really attractive background to deal with. So let's see what will happen, and as usual, return back to discussion on Monday.